What's going on, Gruz Gang, and welcome to the channel. So the new season of anime for 2021 is officially here, and of course, I'm ready to talk about one of the new shows that I've been somewhat excited to see, and that is none other than Uma Musume Pretty Derby Season 2. Now, at first glance, it's just a show about horse girls racing, and what can I say? It's basically a show about horse girls that race. And, the more I think about it, the more that's blatantly cliche. I mean, I guess it could be worse. They could be horse girls that laze about in the pastures all day eating grass and apples. The truth be told, I wasn't really sure what I was going to write about for this series, and it's been a while since I saw season 1, and I didn't have time. I'm sorry, I didn't have time to sit down and do a rewatch to refresh my memory on everything leading up to this new season. But it didn't take me long. It took me like maybe just a few minutes into this episode before I realized that things were sort of vaguely similar. They were vaguely familiar. It's got a lot in common with season 1's premise, except that this time it seems that instead of, the previous main character, Special Week, being the front runner of the show, the focus has sort of shifted to another character named Tokai Teo. Tokai, like our previous main character, wants nothing more than to be the winner of all the Triple Crowns, Double Crowns, Derbies, and Super Bowls. And in an early flashback, we see her getting some invaluable words of wisdom from her idol, racehorse girl, Cymbeline Rudolph. Yeah, I guess it's safe to say I was a little disappointed that Special Week wasn't the main character, but considering that this is a show that sort of loosely depicts actual real-life racehorses in the form of horse girls, albeit in another reality or world, it sort of stands to reason that they would need to shift focus from just one character. So I guess that's all right. I won't go cry on my giant waifu pillow and beg for chocolate ice cream. So for a first episode, though, I have to say that the premise was very similar to what we've already seen before. Basically, new challenger approaches, and now they are going to go the distance and be the best there's ever been. Combined with some day in the life stuff thrown in for good measure, some brief interactions with a team manager, and a nice wrap up with a race, this is more or less a run-of-the-mill first episode of a competitive anime. I think the only thing missing that would solidify this as a competition anime is some pro-level race horse girl who comes along and is like, you're a noob and you can't do this because you just think it's fun. This is not about fun. This is about death, because there's always, that. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. It just, it sort of smacks of taking the easy way out when you just sort of carbon copy the first episode of the previous season. But I suppose that, when you're dunking in a new main character, you do have to sort of start somewhere. And this show has a lot of characters. So, kind of stands to reason that a few of them are going to need their own arc, their own road to victory. So while this wasn't a masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination, I think it was certainly better than average. I feel like I'm going to have to shift some gears here with getting behind a new character, as I really had my heart set for a lot more Special Week, special goodness, but I'm willing to give Tokai a shot. My biggest bit of confusion or disappointment is that the new season is not being animated by PA Works. Instead, it's being handled by Studio Kai, which so far as I know, has only worked on 3 anime that I'm familiar with. So I guess, take that however you will. That's not saying that they shouldn't do it. That's not saying that it's a bad move. It's just, I'm familiar with the way PA Works handles shows. And to suddenly go to a new studio is a little concerning. Now, needless to say, there's a lot that's sort of been left to be desired from going into this. But I think it's still a bit premature to judge the whole thing based on just this one first episode. I can't say that this is going to be a show for every taste. I mean, it is a series based on a mobile game that's based on a manga, and it has anthropomorphic horse girls. So my advice on watching this is to just sort of treat it like a show with cat girls, and you'll probably be all right. Interestingly, the creators of the show... So the creators of the show sent out a message for the fans to please not lewd the horsey girls. And of course, I'm positive that was promptly ignored. I will be watching more, and I would like to do some more reviews on this. So yeah, if that's something you'd be interested in, let me know by liking this video. If you don't want any more reviews of this, then obviously let me know by liking this video. So how about it? Are you going to watch this? Have you watched this? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? I'd love to get your opinions. So while you're down there making with the liking of the video and subbing for more and hitting all those links in the description, fill me in on your thoughts on this new season of Uma Girl-chan Horsey Racer. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Have an amazing day. Keep being awesome. And I'll see you all in the next video.